Okay, so we have here another example. Solve for x. Ang interval is from 0 to 2 pi. In the equation, tangent 2x minus 2 cosine x equal to 0. So, gumamit muna tayo dito ng trigonometric identity. For tangent 2x, for tangent, gamitin muna natin yung quotient identity. That is tangent theta equal to sine theta over cosine theta. Then, replace natin to. Ang angle theta natin dito ay 2x, so this can be written as sine 2x over cosine 2x minus 2 cosine x, okay, equal to 0. And then we eliminate the denominator by multiplying both sides by cosine 2x. So we have sine 2x minus 2 cosine x cosine 2x equal to 0. Then gagamit tayo ngayon dito ang double angle identity. Okay, and for sine 2 theta, that is 2 sine theta cosine theta. And then for cosine 2 theta, gamit tayo dito ng 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. Okay, so para sila ay maging theta in terms of angle in terms of theta only. Okay, so we have this can be replaced by 2 sine x cosine x minus 2 cosine x times cosine 2x is 1 minus 2 sine squared x equal to 0. And then, pwede natin ma-factor si 2 cosine x. Okay, so 2 cosine x. This can be equal to, so 2 cosine x, this will be sine x na lang dito, minus 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Okay, equal to 0. Distribute natin negative sign, so we have 2 cosine x sine x minus 1 plus 2 sine squared x equal to 0. Arrange natin yung terms. So we have 2 cosine x quantity, 2 sine squared x plus sine x minus 1. So 1 term na siya. Okay? By the way, factor pa pala natin to. So we have 2 cosine x, factorable yan by 2 sine x times sine x equal to 0. Then factor na negative 1 is 1 and negative 1. So ilagay ko dito si plus 1, ilagay ko dito si minus 1. Check natin. 2 sine x times sine x, 2 sine squared x. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times sine x is negative sine x. Negative sine x. 2 sine x times 1 is 2 sine x. Then, kapag sinubtract natin, that is sine x, which happens to be the middle term of this trinomial. So, tamang factors natin. And then, zero factor law. We have ito muna, 2 cosine x equal to 0. Therefore, cosine x equal to 0. Okay. Tanggalin ko na to. Sige. Then we have x equal to cosine to the negative 1 of 0. So, what angle so that if you get its cosine equal to 0? So, yan ay 90 degrees and 270 degrees. Kasi ang terminal side doon ay nasa y-axis. So, therefore, sagot natin ay pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. Then, yung isa naman, this one, 2 sine x minus 1 equal to 0. So, we have 2 sine x equal to 1. Divide both sides by 2. We have sine x equal to 1 half. Yeah. And then, x here is sine to the negative 1 of 1 half. So, what angle if we get its sine will result to 1 half? gamit yung table of values natin, that is 30 degrees or pi over 6. Okay? So, pi over 6. So, ito yun. Dito siya. No? Positive. So, siya ay nasa first quadrant at saka fourth quadrant. Ito yung pi over 6. Ito yung pi over 6 sa reference angle. We need this angle standard position. So, that is pi minus pi over 6. So, that is 11 pi over 6. Tama, check natin. Pi minus pi over 6. Ito yung sala. So, that is 5 pi over 6. Okay. 5 pi over 6. Tama. So, we have pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. And last, sin x, dito ko nilagay, sin x plus 1 equal to 0. So, sin x equal to negative 1. X equal to sine to the negative 1 of negative 1. So, what angle? So that if you get its sign, the result is negative 1. Saan ba negative si sine? Si sine, kapag kinuha mo yung sine ng, so that is 270 degrees. Sine 270 degrees is negative 1. Okay? So that is x equal to 3 pi over 2. Okay? So, ang pinakang sagot natin ay pi over 2, pi over 6, 3 pi over 2, and 5 pi over 6. So, ito ang pinakasagot natin. X equal to pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, pi over 6, and 5 pi over 6. Okay. Nadoble lang yon. Okay? Pero, parehas lang naman sila. Okay? So, therefore, ang solutions natin dun sa ating example number 5 ay ito. Ito yung solutions natin. Ito yung root. Okay? So, that is my last example for this topic. Thank you.